Pac is back with another Pac-Man game. This time, it's Pac-Man Pinball Advance for your Game Boy Advance. So let's go ahead and take Pac-Man Pinball Advance, pop it in my Game Boy player, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Pac-Man Pinball Advance was published by Namco and released in 2005. According to the opening cinematic, Professor Pac-Man has created a transporter that allows Pac-Man to rescue lost residents of Pac-Land. However, since it's so late, they decide to try it out the next day. However, Pac-Man awakes in the middle of the night to find a note stating that the ghosts have kidnapped all the residents of Pac-Land. Why they didn't also capture Pac-Man while he was sleeping is not answered. So now it's up to you as Pac-Man to use the transporter to turn into a helpless pinball unable to save anyone. Hooray! That's some great storytelling right there. Pac-Man Pinball Advance is a video pinball game for one player only with one standard mode of difficulty. From the main menu, you can see the credits, go to a half-baked tutorial, go to the options to turn on or off the music and sound, or go to two playable tables, Pac Village and Haunted Boardwalk. Both tables can be played in an animated world or made to look more like a traditional pinball table. For the controls, you press A to use the right flipper, left on the D-pad for the left flipper, B to nudge the table from the bottom, and the shoulder buttons to nudge the table from the sides. There is no tilt in the game, there's also no plunger. Your ball automatically enters from the middle. The table is littered with dots that can be used as currency when you enter the house to buy things like fruits for extra points, power pellets which can be used to eat ghosts with the same scoring as the original game, start a 2-ball multi-ball with Ms. Pac-Man serving as a second ball, activate the multiplier or ball save, or get an extra ball. You can also select a minigame where you pick a ball under 3 cups or try to get out of a maze. Some of these, like the power pellets and fruit, can be activated on the table by hitting various targets. You can also activate rooms full of dots, and at least in Pac Village, a minigame where you roll up a tunnel, eating dots while avoiding the ghost unless you are energized. And that's pretty much it. Both tables have similar targets and areas, just rearranged, with the Haunted Boardwalk getting a third flipper. And there's no bosses or ways to save the citizens. You can't even save your score. Graphically speaking, the game looks decent, except I thought the eyes on the ghost looked kinda goofy. Sound and music wise, the game has some of the classic Pac-Man sounds you'd expect, but the original music felt generic. Family friendly wise, the game received an E for Everyone rating when it was released. Currently at pricecharting.com, the game has a value of $9 loose, $11 complete, and $13 new. So what did I think of Pac-Man Pinball Advance? If you follow my channel, you may already know that I like video pinball games, so the idea of a Pac-Man pinball game sounded cool, but it fell a little flat for me. I like that there are 2 tables you can select that can be made to look like pinball tables, but there wasn't enough to separate them gameplay-wise. I like the Pac-Man look, including using Ms. Pac-Man in multi-ball and seeing Pac-Dog and Super Pac-Man in the Haunted Boardwalk, but I wish there was a way to interact more and actually save the residents. Some pinball boss fights would have been nice, but my biggest gripe is with the gameplay itself. It is very hard to aim the ball consistently, and often the flippers felt pretty weak. Since I like video pinball so much, I could play it more, but overall this pinball game really didn't do much to raise itself up. So where am I going to rank Pac-Man Pinball Advance? Well, so far I've only reviewed one other Game Boy Advance game, and that is the Shallow Whack-A-Mole, and I would rather play Pac-Man Pinball Advance more. So for my first GBA ranking, Pac-Man Pinball Advance will be number 1, and Whack-A-Mole will be number 2, although I don't foresee Pac-Man holding on to the top spot for very long. Pac-Man Pinball Advance had a lot of potential that it failed to meet. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Click on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer, just like superstar Rick R did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, everybody.